Hello everyone. In this video, we will compare EKS Auto Mode, EKS and Fargate profiles, different options for the compute. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of cluster management differences, pricing structures, plugin, maintenance, compute options and more. So let's just jump right in. The first is cluster overview. So let's look at the cluster management and upgrade part. EKS. So here AWS manages the control plane, but managing the data plane nodes is your responsibility. Fargate profiles. Here AWS handles the control plane and data plane nodes are serverless. So you don't need to worry about instance management. In EKS mode, AWS manages everything: control plane, data plane, networking, auto scaling, and storage, and many more actually. For the cluster pricing, so the cost structure is consistent across all the options. However, actual cost actually vary depending on the node. So for EKS and Fargate specifically, pricing depends on the instance type or the resource allocation for the Fargate profile. In EKS Auto mode, it includes an additional management fees that varies according to your instance type in addition to the EC2 instance cost. You have an option to even mix modes, like you can have one cluster and use the manage nodes also, Fargate profile also, and the auto mode also within the same cluster based on your requirement. Now we'll talk about the plugins and the load balancer controller. So with EKS and Fargate profiles, you need to manually install the AWS load balancer controller and manage the essential plugins to ensure the cluster functions properly. In EKS mode, these are handled automatically. So AWS auto deploy essential plugins during cluster setup. Load balancer controllers are also fully integrated. You just need to define an ingress resource and AWS take care of the rest. So it will automatically create the load balancer controller. Maintenance of these plugins. User is responsible to update them on a regular basis to remain compliant and all the security patches. And also user is responsible to ensure the compatibility of the version with the Kubernetes cluster version. In Fargate profile also, whichever plugins Fargate profile is supported, to ensure those are also up to date, it's user's responsibility. In EKS auto mode, it is not applicable because all these capabilities are included in an automated way, so it is not user's responsibility to maintain these plugins. Let's talk about the compute management now. So in EKS, you define manage node groups, specify the instance type, configurations, and all the details of your instance. Fargate is serverless with limited control and it does not support Fargate spot instances. The only customization option you have is CPU and memory. And in EKS, you have all custom options. You can create your own AMI and have all the configuration as per your requirement. EKS auto mode by default creates two node pools, system and general purpose, that has pre-configured instance type C5, but you have an option to do the customization and create custom node pools for specific workloads. Maintenance of the nodes. So it is user responsibility to update them on a regular basis to remain compliant and all the security patches on the EKS. In Fargate profile, all the Fargate instances, AWS automatically run patches on these instances and reboot them as needed. So it is not your responsibility. In EKS auto mode, they have a rule of 21-day maximum lifetime. So EKS automatically launch new instances using new AMI, which has all security patches. So in this also, it's EKS auto mode, AWS responsibility, and user does not worry about that. Storage and auto scaling. So storage, it's manually managed, EFS and EBS supported. Fargate profile only supports EFS, and EKS auto mode, AWS manages it in an automated way. Auto scaling. So you have to install the Carpenter plugin on EKS, and now it is all users responsibility to install it, do any customization and any upgrades to that plugin. AWS automatically manage the auto scaling. So basically you can just configure your auto scaling and AWS manages it. And in EKS auto mode, Carpenter is included in the EKS cluster as managed capabilities. So you don't need to worry about anything. Auto scaling is already inbuilt with your EKS cluster. Cluster updates, it's users responsibility. They need to plan to ensure all the compatibility with all the plugins. It's users responsibility with the Fargate profile also. And in EKS also, it is users responsibility to update the cluster, but it does not require much plugin because all plugins and everything is integrated with the EKS cluster. So when you update the EKS cluster, it automatically updates all those plugins also and check the compatibility. So in that sense, it does not require so much planning. So in this EKS auto mode pricing, so I just wanted to show here. So it includes additional charge for the management. So here you can see the difference, all the instances, and the additional charges of the EKS auto mode is also there based on the instance type. So this is the only difference in the pricing between EKS and EKS auto mode. So choose EKS if you want full control over configurations and don't mind any manual maintenance and configurations. If you need serverless and you don't have such specific requirements, you can go with the Fargate profiles. EKS auto mode if you want a fully managed solution with minimal maintenance and automation for plugins, then go for EKS auto mode.